Good evening and welcome to tonight's news bulletin, coming to you live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The British ship Excelsior wins the Sultan Qaboos Sailing Award in its 12th edition held in Spain. The Shura Council discusses the Minister of Finance's statement of the 2025 State General Budget. And the Minister of Health launches development projects at Al Khawla, Al Nahda hospitals and Al Wutaya Health Complex. Thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sends a cabal of greetings to Her Excellency Zelcha Zenovic, Chairman of the Presidency of Bosnia and Herzegovina, on the occasion of her country's National Day. His Majesty the Sultan sends a similar cabal to His Excellency Shan Santokhi, President of the Republic of Suriname, on his country's independence anniversary. The 12th edition of the Sultan Qaboos Award for Sailing was celebrated in the Spanish city of La Coruna. This year's award went to the British ship Excelsior in recognition of its pioneering role in establishing international principles of friendship and understanding through the exchange of expertise in sailing training. This award, which is one of the most prominent and prestigious international awards in the field of sailing, comes in honor of the ancient Omani maritime heritage and in continuation of the journey of maritime glories written by the Omanis, thus strengthening cultural relations between the Sultanate of Oman and the countries of the world. The Shura Council, during its second session of the 10th term, discussed the 2025 State General Budget with His Excellency Sultan bin Salim Al Habsi, Minister of Finance. His Excellency the Minister of Finance highlighted that government financial policies since 2020, coupled with the higher oil prices, have improved the country's economic and financial indicators. His Excellency stated that the government aims to boost non-oil revenues, enhance public spending and efficiency, and reduce public debt to achieve financial sustainability and economic growth. The 2025 budget was prepared to ensure financial, economic and social stability in line with the 10th five-year plan, along with Oman Vision 2040, while also maintaining funding for essential services and social protection. The Ministry of Health, represented by the General Directorate of Kholo Hospital, launched today a number of projects to improve medical services, reduce waiting lists for specialized medical services, and localize some services at Khawla and Al Nahda hospitals and Al Wutaya complex for obstetrics and gynecology. These came during a ceremony held by the General Directorate of Kholo Hospital under the slogan Partners in Excellence for Sustainable Health at the Oman Convention and Exhibition Center under the patronage of His Excellency Dr. Hilal bin Ali As-Sabti, Minister of Health. The 5 projects were supported by Petroleum Development Oman PDO, Al Yusr Charity Foundation OMIFCO, and Al Jusr Charity Foundation, and the support provided represented in financing and purchasing medical equipment. These projects have contributed to the localization of some medical services, including surgical services in various specialties, and it is the first of its kind in Muscat Governorate within the Ministry of Health, which aims to evaluate cases referred from various health institutions, hospitals and health centers in the Governorate. Rejoicing the 54th Glorious National Day, Her Excellency Irma bint Saeed Al Khairi, Ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman accredited to Brunei Darussalam, held a reception ceremony at the capital Bandar Seri Begawan. The event was attended by a number of Brunei officials and Omani citizens. During the ceremony, documentaries were screened that highlighted the history and heritage of the Sultanate of Oman and the comprehensive and renewed economic renaissance it is witnessing in various fields. The ceremony was accompanied by a cultural exhibition that included a collection of heritage artifacts and pictures of the most important heritage, cultural and touristic sites in the Sultanate of Oman and the most prominent landmarks of the Omani Renaissance. During the ceremony, brochures were distributed which promotes promising investment opportunities in the Sultanate of Oman. On the occasion of the 54th Glorious National Day, His Excellency Advisor Salim bin Mohammed Al Busaidi, Consul General of the Sultanate of Oman in Jeddah, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and Deputy Permanent Representative to the Islamic Cooperation Organization, held a reception ceremony. The event, of which was attended by His Excellency Farid bin Saad Al Shahri, Director General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, in the Makkah Al-Mukarramah region. In addition to officials, their excellencies, consul generals, members of the diplomatic corps and dignitaries of the Makkah Al-Mukarramah region, and a good number of Omani businessmen and citizens. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and yet to come in our news bulletin. Within the aims to encourage students to open their future projects, the activities of the second Business Forum for Entrepreneurs organized in Ibri. Once again, welcome to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The subscriptions of the shares of OQ Basic Industries Company under the transformation began today and will continue for 5 days for the individuals category and 8 days for the institutions category. The number of shares offered for subscriptions amounted to approximately 1,700,000,000 shares, with a value exceeding 180 million Omani Riyals, and the size of the offering constitutes 49% of the company's capital. OQ Basic Industries Company received a pledge to subscribe to 30% of the shares offered for public subscriptions from 4 major investors, with a total value of more than 56 million Omani Riyals. And now to North Al-Batin. The Sohar Port and Free Zone have seen remarkable growth in foreign direct investments this year, drawing in over 1.5 billion Omani Riyals in new ventures. Further details in this report coming to you.
A notable growth is witnessed in foreign direct investments achieved by Sohar Port and Free Zone during the current year by attracting new investments exceeding 1,500,000,000 Omani Riyals. 12 new agreements have been signed to establish various transformation projects, such as the Marafi initiative to supply ships with liquefied natural gas, a metal silicon plant, and an iron ore concentration plant. These investments affirm Sohar Port and Free Zone's commitment to enhancing economic diversification and playing an active role in realizing Oman Vision 2040, which aims to shape a sustainable and prosperous future. The logistics operations at Sohar Port witnessed steady growth by the end of the third quarter of this year as container volumes increased by 21% annually, general cargo volumes by 45%, ship-to-ship cargo handling by 30%, and roll-on roll-off cargo by 25%. This reflects the capabilities of Sohar Port and its ability to meet the growing demands in the logistics services within the shipping and maritime transport sector. Sohar Free Zone, on the other hand, has witnessed significant growth with the occupancy rate of currently leased lands reaching 85% in the first phase and 55% in the second phase. 10 new leasing agreements have been signed, with the total investment in the Free Zone exceeding 1,200 million Omani riyals, confirming the momentum of commercial and investment activities, investor confidence, and the incentives and facilities provided to them. The strategic expansion efforts of the Free Zone continues as it hosts companies from 49 countries. These efforts have improved the efficiency and effectiveness of warehouse and met the growing demand for land. The warehouse area in Sohar Free Zone has increased by more than 8%. Sohar Port and Free Zone's commitment to the maximising of local benefit is evident through the contributions of local value addition, as highlighted by the total value of contracts awarded to local companies and projects, which recorded an increase of 240% by the end of the third quarter of this year on an annual basis.
Here in the Governorate of Muscat, the final rounds of the Sultan Qaboos Holy Quran competition in its 32nd edition has commenced in the Wilaya of Boshar. A total of 59 contestants have qualified for the final stage out of 1,790 contestants who took part in the preliminary rounds. These rounds were held across 25 centers in various governorates of the Sultanate of Oman, encompassing all the levels of the competition. With the participation of more than 30 students, companies, and a number of small and medium enterprises from various wilayas of Al-Dhahira Governorate, the University of Technology and Applied Sciences and IBRI organized the activities of the second Business Forum for Entrepreneurs. The forum aims to encourage students to open their future projects and present business ideas that enhance the commercial sense of students, in addition to creating an environment of familiarity between external companies and students that contributes to enriching the experiences of the world of entrepreneurship. The forum activities are accompanied by an exhibitions for university students' companies, school students' companies, and small and medium enterprises, which includes various products and industries that reflect the extent of youth interest in the entrepreneurship sector. A press conference was held in Muscat to mark the Sultanate of Oman's hosting of the 2024 Soccer World Cup for a six-a-side football. Here is a report on that.
The International Soccer Federation started
in an exciting announcement during a press conference that captured significant attention from a variety of local and international media outlets. It was revealed that 40 teams from around the globe will compete in the upcoming Soccer World Cup Oman 2024. This event will be hosted at the Oman Automobile Association here in Muscat from November 29th to December 7th, 2024.
I think that Oman is a very good starting point for us to be in Middle East, because it's very welcoming, very friendly, helping us to build the community in Middle East. So we have already members there. So we hope that it motivates also other people to step up and say we want to host events, maybe not the World Cup in the beginning, maybe something else like regional tournaments. And so this is why I think Oman is a very good platform to show how excellent it could be and to motivate other people also.
The Soccer World Cup Oman 2024 marks the first ever six-a-side World Cup held in the region and the fifth edition overall. The conference also highlighted the tournament's accompanying events, which include a fan zone featuring productive families, combining sports with entertainment in a unique carnival experience for families and children.
We are so proud of this host of Soccer World Cup in Oman for the first time, not only in Oman, but not only Middle East, in Asia. 40 countries are participating in the first edition of Soccer World Cup in the region. We are expecting a very big exposure complying with the event itself. We will have a very tough technical competition between different teams because we are witnessing participation from different retired stars of football from different teams for the first time.
Notably, the matches will be held in both morning and evening sessions, attracting football enthusiasts from the Sultanate of Oman and beyond.
You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The British ship Excelsior wins the Sultan Qaboos Sailing Award in its 12th edition held in Spain. The Shura Council discusses the Minister of Finance's statement of the 2025 State General Budget. And the Minister of Health launches development projects at Al Khawla and Nahda hospitals and Al Wutayya Health Complex. And with that, we do conclude this news bulletin. Thank you for joining us, and good night.